oh my god, I feel like I'm missing something, and maybe this something is someone else, but maybe this something is not someone else, it's just something that I need to find in me. But then here I am myself, like going every afternoon to the gym almost 7 days a week to have a good body, and I'm not even sure if I'm doing this for myself or just to like people. Okay, I think we're good. Let's see. So, as always, it's gonna be like a stream of consciousness. I don't know what's the right word, but I just came back from a date and I feel a bit sad. Nothing against the date because he was super nice. We had a good conversation, but it made me think a lot because it's been a while since I went to a date, so I was not mentally ready, let's say. Like I was putting maybe a bit too much pressure at times, but also some other times I was just not caring at all. I don't know, going there was a lot of mixed emotions because it's been a while since I put myself out there, and it was not like I was super excited, which sounds horrible, but sometimes people say that you need to put yourself out there, and maybe if you force yourself a little bit to meet people, you're gonna meet wonderful people and it's gonna be worth your time. And in this case, the guy was really nice, and I think we could be friends, but I didn't feel the chemistry, the spark, as they say. But maybe this is my fault because I'm looking for something special, and if the person is nice, we get along well together, we have a good banter, a good conversation, physically I'm attracted to the person, that should be enough. But I feel like I'm looking for this something else, this spark, for lack of a better word, but I don't know if that's the best approach. So let's talk about it. I was feeling a bit sad after the date because I don't know why I thought that we would click much better. It was not like it was a bad date, it was not like that, but I was expecting more, so maybe I did have high expectations going into it. And then again, it went okay, but when I left, I felt a bit empty. And I don't know why. I don't think it's just because of the date. I think it's for other things that have happened recently. But like I felt like a void somehow. And I don't think it's just because of the date, because there's also other things related with family, other things related with some friends. So I feel like it's a cumul of everything, and it just happened that the date was not what I expected. So then I felt a bit down. But it's okay because when I really think about it, when I'm really objective, it's completely fine if I go on a date and it doesn't go as well as I thought, because luckily I'm really grateful for the life that I'm living, for the people I have around me, but every now and then I do feel this emptiness and I don't know how to work with that. Is this making any sense? I don't think so. But talking about the date, because I guess this is the most interesting thing for viewers. If I don't put gay something or relationships on the title, people are not watching them, and I want people to watch it. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the date. First of all, I feel like I always get ready and I put something nice, like not really nice, but a bit nicer than usual. But the last days that I went into, people were not putting any effort. I'm not saying this guy didn't put any effort, but I'm saying that people don't care that much about how they present themselves. And I think this is a lost art in a way, because if you're going to a date, especially a first date, you you should put a little bit of effort. So that's already a bad start for me. For myself, I'm really into my fitness journey, and I'm definitely not what I want to be, but I'm quite happy with the process, with how I look, how I feel, and all this stuff. But then when I go on dates and someone tells me that they're not going to the gym, or they're being a bit lazy and stuff, I don't like it at all. And this is something wrong with me, nothing against the dates, but this is something that I need to change, because physical attributes are important, but it shouldn't be the end and be all. I should focus much more on how the conversation is going, if we connect on things that are important for me, if he listens, if he understands, if he's not just talking to fill the void, if we're having a good conversation, we align on important stuff, all of this. And I don't know how to do it, but I need to start putting less importance on the fact that I know people don't go to the gym often, and that's completely fine. I don't know why for me it's such a big deal. I wouldn't say it's a deal breaker, but close. When I say gym, I mean any kind of exercise. You don't have to go to the gym, but you need to have an active lifestyle, at least according to me. I'm not saying you have to, but it's something that I like, that I appreciate, because it says a lot about someone. If you are taking care of your physical health, I feel like it shows in a lot of ways, and it says a lot about the commitment and how the person is. I think for me at least, it's a lot of good qualities that comes with exercise and having an active lifestyle. But of course, not everyone needs to do it. So this is my bad, and I should not expect that from a lot of people. So the date that I just came back from, he said at some point that currently he's not going to the gym, and it shouldn't be a big deal, but for me it was. I don't know why. And again, the guy was super nice, nothing against him, and I'm down to have another date, because I was listening to this podcast quite a long time ago, and they were saying that nowadays we have so many options with social media, with dating apps in general. It's really easy to just keep looking for the perfect, quote unquote, match, but the perfect match doesn't exist. They were saying in this podcast that it's much better to find someone with who you align on the important things, and then you can work together on the relationship. So not everything needs to be perfect from the beginning, but at least for me, I do feel like I need this, I don't know how to call it, but this connection, this spark. I hate to say spark all the time, but I feel like it's the best way to explain it, because I can have good conversation with a lot of people, and I can have a good time with a lot of people, but if I want a serious relationship, I need this something more. I need to go the extra mile, because if we just have good conversation and we kind of like each other, then it's just a friend. I'm not looking for more friends. I'm looking for something more. So for me, this chemistry, maybe it's a better word, it's something important, but it's really difficult to assess if you're gonna have chemistry through the apps. And this is why I try to meet people quite fast. Like I talk with them on Tinder or whatever the app is for a little bit, and I'm trying to meet in real life as soon as possible, because through the phone it's really difficult. It's basically impossible to know if you're gonna have this chemistry. But then in person, it's really easy to assess. But then as well, on the same breath, if you're meeting with someone, there's so many factors that can affect how you feel about the other person. Maybe I'm going through a bad day, or the other person is going through it, and you're not showing your full potential in a way. And then if you just meet once for a couple of hours and you're not in your best state of mind, the image from you that the other person will have, it's not an accurate representation of what reality is. That was a lot of work, like it was so complicated. But what I'm trying to say is that if you just meet for a couple of hours, it's really difficult to get to know the real person, and maybe you are going through some stuff, so even you are not seeing like the full picture, like how reality really is. Am I making any sense? Probably not, but we're doing it. So it made me think a lot that if I went on this date, nobody forced me to. I forced myself in a way, because people say that you have to put yourself out there, and it's been a while since I was on a date. But I went on this date. It was okay. Again, I'm down to meet again. The guy was really, really nice, but I didn't feel this something more. Should I just keep trying and then eventually I will find someone? Because I remember a long time ago, now it's been a while since I've been on dates, like regularly, but a long time ago when I was in the market, I guess, I was going on dates and I was going into them excited for like to meet the person, for them to know me, and kind of, I know I had this feeling, these butterflies, a little bit this nervousness, but it's a good feeling, because if you are nervous, it's because you care about something. And I used to really enjoy going on dates, but maybe now, since I haven't been going on dates for a little bit, it will take some time, it will take some practice. But at the same time, I don't know if it's the best approach to just go on dates, even if I don't feel like it, to see what happens, and then expecting that at some point I will just feel this excitement again. I don't know, maybe it's a good idea to take a little break. I don't know, I feel like, again, I was talking about it on the previous video, since I turned 30, everyone says I shouldn't care, but everyone says that it's the time to start settling down, like meeting the one and figuring out all these big questions. And I want to go there, but I also don't want to put a lot of pressure into it, because if I'm not ready, if I'm not enjoying the journey, the process, what's the point? So maybe I should step down a little bit. I don't know, it's always the same, because there's a week that I'm completely fine and I don't need anyone in my life, because I have good friends, I like what I do for work, and I go to the gym, I like everything I do, I really like it. But then there's other times when I'm like, oh my god, I feel like I'm missing something, and maybe this something is someone else. But maybe this something is not someone else, it's just something that I need to find in me, deep inside of me. I don't know, maybe this missing piece is something that I need to work on. It's not another person. I don't know, it's a lot, and especially Sundays lately. Sundays lately have been a bit difficult for other reasons. So I really think that the date not going well and me being a bit sad, a bit down right now is not just because of the date. It's just a mix of other stuff. And that's okay, because I used to go through life, and I still do it. When I was feeling bad emotions, I would just put music, listen to a podcast, watch a TV show, and then I kind of forget reality. And I really want to stop doing that. I want to feel the feelings that I'm feeling, even if they are bad, because at some point they can get me through, they can get me to nice breakthroughs, or maybe not nice breakthroughs, but just good revelations, or things that I need to know, that I need to work on. So maybe that's what I need to do, instead of just trying to fill the void. Like when I'm feeling something, just let it feel and let's see what goes there. Of course, if you are depressed, if you're really, really going through it and thinking about the worst scenario, then you should listen to music, watch a TV show, talk with friends. But if you are not there, if you're not in this really, really bad state, you're just feeling a bit sad, maybe let's sit on those feelings and let's see what it means and what can you fix. Because it's really easy to complain, what I'm doing every week on YouTube. It's really easy to just say that, oh my god, I don't have a boyfriend, I don't know what's the meaning of life, I don't know what I'm gonna do in the next couple of years. It's really easy to just complain, but the difficult part is to find the solution. And I really I usually really hate when people just complain and that's their whole thing. And that's my whole thing, maybe on YouTube, but not in real life, hopefully. But yeah, it made me think a lot because today is Sunday, so Saturday and Sunday I have a lot of time to think because I'm not working. I know that tomorrow until Friday I will go to work for 8 hours. So since the majority of the day I'll be working and I like what I do, I like the people I do it with. I like everything about my job, almost everything about my job. It's really easy to just not focus on myself because I have this goal. Like people are paying me to do this other thing, so then my priority is that. But yeah, when the weekend comes, it's another story, and it shouldn't be a bad thing because usually people complain that during the week they don't have time for the things that they want to do, the things that they enjoy. But then during the weekend now I'm complaining that I have too much time, maybe, or it's not that I have too much time, it's that I'm thinking about stuff that I usually avoid during the week. So then during the weekend, it hits deeper, like it hits harder because during the week I've been just avoiding it. Like it's not like when I'm working I'm the happiest. It's just that when I'm working I'm thinking about something else, so avoiding some of my problems. It's not like they are exploiting me. It's not like they are making me look at the computer and just focusing on that. It's what I choose to do. I'm aware, and I've been doing this for over 10 years. And I take breaks and all of this. It's not like I'm a slave at work, but hopefully I'm getting the message across. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Maybe another thing about the dating situation is that I was kind of not forcing myself, but I was trying to match with people that I wouldn't usually match because usually I reach to the stars because I think I'm I think I'm the best, I think I'm the hottest, the smartest, maybe not the smartest, but I put myself in this really high standard because I think that I deserve someone in the same high standard with really good qualities. And this comes like talking about physical attributes. I'm trying to be a bit more superficial, I guess. But then when I meet people that I'm not that attracted to physically, it it starts really badly because the interest is not there. Like I hate myself because I'm really, really superficial. And I think this is a problem for the whole gay community. We are so superficial and we shouldn't be, but how do we change that? It's not that easy. So it's a work in progress. And especially for me, I really, really dislike it because let's say I meet someone at work and I really like the person, but since the environment that I met this person on is work, then it's unthinkable that I would focus on physical attributes. But then I get to know the person and this person is really nice and we get along together and maybe we have chemistry and everything is like a romantic movie and everything is perfect. But then on the apps I focus too much on the physical attributes because that's all I see. Like of course I check the description, but it doesn't say much. Like a lot of people have literally nothing and a lot of people just have a dumb joke that is not funny at all. So it makes the task difficult. The task being assessing if someone is much more than just good looks. But then here I am myself, like going every afternoon to the gym almost 7 days a week to have a good body, and I'm not even sure if I'm doing this for myself or just to like people. I really want to say that I'm doing it for myself, but maybe unconsciously I'm doing it just to like other people, to like other guys, and I'm part of the problem. Not just gays, just in general, because I feel like if you have good looks, it opens doors in general, not just as in dating. In general, people value you a little bit more. That's so fucked up to say, but in a way, I really think it. So yeah, to sum it all up, I need to do a lot of work for myself, and I always end up the video saying that I need to work on myself. But then, how do you even start doing that? I feel like I do that even if I keep complaining about it. I do work on myself. It's not like every day I need to find 30 minutes and do homework, like working on myself. Today I did this, today I did that. But it's the little things, like for example, having this conversation, not conversation, it's just a monologue, it's just myself, or journaling every now and then, going to therapy, like all this stuff. Maybe that's what I need to do to find this missing piece. This missing piece that just sometimes I feel like I need, like every now and then. Usually I feel complete, I feel whole on my own. But yeah, I guess that's it for now. I'm just rambling and rambling. But thank you for listening if you made it this far. And yeah, I'll do thumbnails real quick. Where's the camera? Okay, I guess that's it. Yeah.